Hey guys, how's it going? WebHub Sisinti here. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can find influencers and work with them to basically growth hack your own profile on LinkedIn. What do I mean by that? It's simple. You have 5,000 followers and there are profiles out there which has 25, 30, 40, 50, 100,000 followers on LinkedIn. All those profiles which has more superior followers than you are basically influencers. Those profiles can get you a lot of new followers, right? When they share content and they share your profile with their own audience, that will lead to a lot of new following to your own self. That is basically how influencer marketing has always worked. Now it's much easier on LinkedIn to tap into someone else's following than on any other social network like a Instagram or a Facebook or a Snapchat, because people have started charging on the other social networks because influencer marketing is a thing, but on LinkedIn it isn't, right? Because most of the people on LinkedIn are not how do I put it, bloggers or anyone like that, or fashion blogger. Like, they're the kind of people who charge you for influencer marketing. But most of the people on LinkedIn, for example, people like me who are just passionate about things, right? I'm passionate about marketing and I have 45,000 followers. So I could be, if you are a marketer, I could be a great influencer for you, right? Now, how do you find people like me? I'm a very small example. There are people who have 50,000, 60,000, 100,000 followers. How do you find people like them? And you have to figure out a way on how you can create content together. The easiest way of doing this is by starting podcasts. You can just ask them for an interview. You interview them for a podcast and ask them to share the podcast on their LinkedIn or Instagram and everywhere. This basically is a tactic that is being used to grow podcasts, and you can do the same for your blog. You can do the same for a video. You can do anything. You basically have to work together. You basically have to invite them. A very other good example could be a post where you write top 10 LinkedIn profiles that you should follow as a marketer. And if you include those top 10 people, all those 10 people would feel proud and would share that in their profiles, which in turn is getting you more traffic and more reach to your own blog. So this is how you can use it. But to use this, you have to find influencers, right? First things first, it's not easy to connect with influencers, right? Yeah, I mean, you can find emails, send them emails and things like that, but there's a low hanging fruit. You can always look for influencers in your own profile. Who is an influencer? Let's think about it. An influencer is someone, for you, influencer is someone who falls in the same category of business that you are in and has at least 2x of what following you have. All these people could give you something back, right? I mean, you can get more than what they get if you create content together. And how do you find these people? So there's something called as LinkedIn Follower Insights. Basically what this API does is it basically gets all the data of your own following and shows you the followers list. Let me quickly show you how it works. All it needs is a session cookie. I'm signed in into Vineet's account. Save and launch. It takes like a couple of minutes and will give you a list of URLs, of LinkedIn URLs and their following. So it should, on the ideal case, on the ideal day, should be able to get all the connections of Vineet. Let's see how many of them there are. 506 connections, and put them in an order of following, right? It's getting us 503. And I think we're almost done. There you go. Saving data. Boom. Done. Right. Let me quickly download this. Right. There you go. As you can see that Alok Kejriwal is the one highest with 400,000 followers. Next is Pradeep Pandey, 47,000, and next is me. Oh, I stand in the third, 45,000 followers, right? So all these people, right? Let's put a cap of 10K. You can see on Vineet's profile, he has 30 people who he can talk to, get benefited from if he can create content around these people, right? It's powerful, guys. It's powerful. All you have to do is look at their occupations. Okay, I see a lot of HRs, a lot of head of growths, a lot of CEOs. So 3 different topics, top people to follow. add them up, add 5 other people and add these people up on a blog post, share it, boom, you're getting followers from others. They would obviously share it on their profiles if they are featured, and in return what you get is more following to yourself, right? This is a low hanging fruit that you can do. You can use this data. In fact, you can go like, he has 5,000, he has 500, right? You can go up to like 5, from starting from like 4,000. You can use all these 62 people. It's amazing. Like, you look at this, you can unleash 1.2 million followers of others and direct drive traffic to your profile and to your blogs or websites. That's the beauty of LinkedIn, right? The other way of doing it is, how can you find influencers in your space? That will basically take you a couple of Google searches, and also keeping your head up looking for people who you can collaborate with. But this is a great way to start, by collaborating with people, collaborating with friends of yours who are already connected with you. Let's say LinkedIn profiles to follow marketing. Just hitting up a LinkedIn search, top talented brand marketers to follow on LinkedIn. Look at this, there are blog articles already. Hit them up, create a piece of content, send them an invite. Look at this, there are people already on this list. It's easy to find them. Like, just keep googling, you'll find loads of them. She works on Workfront and she has 4,000 followers. Okay, I mean, not every influencer again has a lot of following. They could just go by name, right? Again, 8,000 followers. So again, right, like, hit up a few articles like this. You'll be able to find really good people. Try to find their emails. You already know how to do it. It's not really hard. Hit them up, create a start a podcast if you want. It's really easy. All you need is anchor.fm to start one. Go to anchor.fm and start making podcasts. It's audio. I'm sorry. Anchor.fm. It's very easy. It's free. It distributes automatically to everybody. It's pretty kick-ass. I plan to start one, but I'm not getting the time to do it. But I plan to start a growth podcast, right? Podcasts are very easy to start, low-hanging fruits, because you can like record 50 podcasts if you spend the whole day, and those 50 podcasts could be like could feed you for the next 6 months. So it's not really hard to start a podcast. And the strongest thing of podcast is you collaborating with others, which will give you more leverage. Anyways, this is not a course about creating podcasts, but I'm just throwing you ideas. I hope you get them. Well, that's more about this video, guys. I hope you found something interesting out of this. I'll see you in the next one.